Happy New Year's, weirdos. It's Thursday. I'm Christopher, and as always, I'm joined by...
I'm Mackenzie.
New Year, new Sarah.
Ooh.
And I'm Sarah.
And this podcast is for weirdos.
I don't know where the world is going to be. I don't know.
I don't know where I'm going to be. I don't know
where
what's
I'm gonna
going
be.
on.
I don't know what's going to happen.
I have no idea.
Happy New Year.
Apparently it's 2026, baby.
If it's not a Happy New Year,
We'll update.
If it's not a Happy New Year, it's at least a new year.
It's 2026, baby.
It can at least be a fresh start for like 12 hours, probably.
Yep. What's it like?
You should leave us a comment.
How's
What's it like,
2026
listeners?
going?
How's it going?
How'd the end of the year go?
Tell us what happened. I mean, we'll know by that point.
By that
but
time,
it's
we'll
fun.
know.
It'll be funny for you to comment, like us in the past right now. Who
Yeah.
are recording this. Like we'll be able to respond.
Yeah.
Tell us what happened.
It'll be very funny.
Tell us what happened in December.
Give us an update.
Give us an update.
Christopher,
We're
what
trapped
are
in the
we
past.
talking about today on this new year, new us?
So-
Same bullshit, different day.
Yeah, same bullshit, different day. This is actually a friend request.
It is a friend request. She doesn't even listen to the podcast.
Yeah, that's why I did not say it was a listener request. Our Sarah and I's dear friend Elena,
My Laurel.
I love her. She requested an episode on the Moberly Jourdain incident.
Ooh.
She will be told that we did this, and she might listen to this episode.
Right.
And in her defense, her reasoning for not listening is not that she doesn't want to listen to us. It's that her brain cannot podcast.
Right. She doesn't
Which
do podcasts.
I understand. It's like how I cannot audiobook.
Yeah.
She cannot podcast. And so she
I
gets
get
her
it.
updates on what we have talked about from Brian.
Brian.
Hi, Brian. Tell Elena we said hi.
Okay, so do y'all know anything about the Moberly Jourdain
Not
incident?
a bit. The only thing I know is what you made a joke about it being about lesbians. And
I
that's
know.
all I know.
Excellent.
I know what got said in the group chat where Elena was like, y'all should do this, or like
Yeah.
sent a link about it, and you were like, oh my God, I'm going to cover this. And
Yeah.
I went, I'm not going to read about it then. And Elena said, I believe the words were lesbian mass hysteria or something. And I went, what the fuck?
Yeah,
So that's all I know.
excellent. So,
There's been a lot of topics this go around where I don't know diddly.
And so much so that I've been calling it the Moberly.
yeah.
Or no, I've been saying Morbly.
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 Yeah, it's Moberly.
Moberly. Like I saw it when we wrote it down on the board, and I was like, I've been saying Morbly.
Morbly. All right, so we have two big players here.
Okay.
Are their names Moberly and Jourdain?
Yes, so
Crazy.
we have Charlotte Ann Moberly and
Charlotte.
Eleanor Jourdain.
Eleanor.
Charlotte Ann and Eleanor.
So Charlotte was born in 1846 and was the 10th of 15 children.
Tell me why I thought this was far more modern than 1846. I was thinking this was like a 1960s incident.
No.
And then you said 18, and I went, oh no,
Oh no,
Old.
old.
ancient lesbians.
Oh God. Okay, so Charlotte came from like a professional background. Her father was a headmaster of Winchester College and later became the Bishop of Salisbury.
Whoa.
Oh.
Right. So very an educated man,
Yeah.
well-to-do in society, but not like he wasn't like a rich, hoity-toity guy.
Not a
he
rich
was
man. He's
He's
just
just
an
like
educated guy.
upper middle class.
Bishop, like of the Catholic Church, or bishop in some other context.
Likely not of the Catholic churches. This is England.
Fair.
An Anglican church bishop.
Okay. Did they have?
Yes.
Do they have bishops of Anglican?
Yeah.
Okay. Of the Church of England. mean, there are Catholics in England.
There are Catholics in England. I did not look
That's
too
fine.
terribly.
You're good.
Bishops
Oh
are
yeah,
u-
bishop.
So okay,
Church bishops are used in multiple denominations. Like there's a bishop for the Methodist Church. It's like
Got it. Okay.
So like
I
there's bishops elsewhere in other.
I remembered Catholic lore. So if a priest has had a marriage before and is no longer in that marriage, has children from that marriage, becomes a priest, cannot rise to any rank.
Oh,
beyond
right. He had
priest.
children.
Yeah,
I'm stupid. Carry on.
I also was like, I don't know. I didn't check.
I forgot the whole point that this is someone's dad,
Yeah, this is someone's dad.
not Catholic.
So in 1886, so
1886.
she was in her 40s, or she was exactly 40.
He was exactly 40.
She became the first principal of St. Hugh's College in Oxford, which it was an all-girls residence hall.
Okay.
Interesting.
It was not something that was common at the time.
Yeah.
Because girls were most often educated in the home, if at all.
Yeah.
And so she ended up deciding she needed help to run the college. And Eleanor Jourdain was somebody who was picked out as a possible help to
Yeah.
the college. And so eventually she was made assistant, and she was helped to be in charge of the college.
Great.
So Eleanor Jourdain was born in 1863. So 20 years younger. Ish,
Yes. Like
give or take.
right about 20 years, 17 years.
17 years.
She was the eldest of 10 children.
Okay. The other one. So Charlotte Ann was the 10th of 15. Eleanor is the first of 10.
Yeah. Her father was Reverend Francis Jourdain, the vicar of Ashbourne in Derbyshire.
Great.
And so she had a couple of...
Derbyshire.
Derbyshire?
Derbyshire. It's
Derbyshire.
England.
Fuck. So she had a couple of more famous siblings.
Okay.
An art historian named Margaret Jourdain and a mathematician, Philip Jourdain.
Ooh.
I did not look into their accomplishments at all.
Unrelated to the podcast.
Unrelated to what we're talking about. She went to school in Manchester. Again, unlike most girls at the time
Yeah.
who were educated in the home. She was the author of several textbooks and ran a school of her own in Paris out of her apartment.
Eleanor?
Eleanor.
Okay.
And so after the incident that we're going to talk about, she did become the vice principal of St. Hugh's College
Okay.
with Charlotte.
After the incident.
After the incident.
So the incident happens. They're bonded for life. She becomes a part of the thing.
kind of.
Great.
So
They go through the shit. They're trauma bonded.
yeah. So
Pack bond.
really, the incident is so benign.
Amazing.
Good.
It took 30 minutes for
Ah.
this to happen.
Good.
What is it?
We're gonna get into it.
What
So
happened to these women?
Charlotte visited Eleanor before they entered more serious talks for her to become the vice
Assistant.
principal.
Yeah.
And so she went to Paris to stay in Eleanor's apartment with
Yeah.
her, while she tutored children and hung out. They were
Right.
friends. They lived
Yeah.
in the same apartment. They're besties.
They were
They
roommates.
were roommates.
And they were roommates.
Oh my god, they were roommates.
And so August 10th, 1901 is the day of our incident.
August 10th,
August 10th.
2 days before Christopher's birthday.
2 days and 98 years.
1910.
1901.
Oh, okay. I thought you said 1910, and I was like, nope, that's about 89 years, bud. But he was right. I'm the one bad at math.
1901.
Yeah.
So the pair took a train to Versailles. They were going to go take a tour of the palace.
Cute.
Okay.
Because there was touristy even then. Go.
There's been tourism as long as there have been people.
Exactly.
And places to go.
Yeah, and so they were.
Everybody loves a royal.
Everybody loves to see.
Everyone loves to see an
palace.
opulent building.
Yeah.
Show me the architecture.
However, these ladies were unimpressed with the palace
Good.
itself.
Good.
They left their tour. They wandered around the grounds, deciding to go wander the gardens, looking for the Piet Trianon, which was a small chateau in the Grand Trianon portion of the gardens that allegedly, I did not look I did not look to confirm that they had heard that Marie Antoinette supposedly had lived in this small chateau.
Gotcha. So they were interested in our girl.
Yeah, they were
Marie
interested in
Antoinette.
Marie Antoinette.
So they're doing what we would do and go, I don't give a shit about your main tour. Where's the weird shit?
Yeah, they go,
Where's that little house?
can we go look at the weird shit now?
Where's that little house?
Yeah. And so they start wandering the gardens, and they're following like a map. They have a little map of the gardens and exactly where things are supposed to be.
Okay.
They get to the like entrance to the Grand Trianon, and it was closed to the public.
No.
Yeah, which like that sucks. Like anytime you go to like a museum or like a house tour or whatever, and it's like a section's closed, it's like no.
I wanted to go
That's
in
what
there
I wanted to
specifically.
see.
Even if I didn't when I got here, that's what I wanted to see the second you told me it was closed.
Yep. And so they decided they were gonna try to get in through like the back, essentially.
Ah, yes, what we would do.
They were like, maybe there's a different entrance.
They were like, this is a garden.
And like it's a large, like it is sprawling. It's not.
Right.
It's not like anything close to our concept of like a garden.
Right, but it's like a garden. So they're like, there's got to be another way in.
There's got to be another way in.
You can't close a garden. It's outside.
Yeah. And so they got lost.
Good.
Mood.
They got lost in this garden. They were looking for Allée des Deux Trianon, which was like the like street in this garden.
Right.
And they missed it. They bypassed the like secondary destination that they were gonna try to
Yeah.
weasel through. And Charlotte noticed that she noticed a woman shaking like a white cloth out of a window of a small building.
Okay.
And Eleanor recalled an old deserted farmhouse, and there's like a plow sitting outside of this farmhouse, and they were like, "This is just odd. This is some odd shit." And they felt a sense of like an oppressive, like something's weird. There's a quote that
I have a theory. I'm going to hold on to it.
'Kay.
I think my brain's like, did this happen? But I'm going to wait.
Eleanor remembers seeing another cottage with a woman dumping a pail of water out the door, and she described it as a tableau vivant, a living picture. And Charlotte did not see the cottage, but she remembered this atmosphere change, and is said, like, this is a quote from Charlotte: "Everything suddenly looked unnatural, therefore unpleasant. Even the trees seemed to become flat and lifeless, like wood worked in tapestry. There were no effects of light and shade, and no wind stirred the trees." So, like, they're experiencing some sort of weirdness.
Yeah.
They're confused. Things don't look right. And so they reached like the end of like a little bit of a forested area close to the Temple de l'Amour, the Temple of Love, and came across a man seated next to, it says a garden kiosk, which I don't know what that is.
Yeah.
A garden feature.
Guy was sitting there.
Guy was sitting there wearing a cloak and a large shady hat.
Okay.
And they were very afraid of him. He was very scary. He turned around and they were like, "Oh my God, he has smallpox." And he didn't say anything to them. He just kind of looked at them. They got fucking scared, and they were like, he's got bad vibes, and ran. And so they like skedaddled out of there, and then they came across another man who was, quote, tall with large dark eyes and crisp curling black hair under a large sombrero hat, who showed them the way to Petit Trianon, the original building that
The
they were
little house
trying
they
to
were
get
trying to
to.
look to.
Yeah. And outside of it, Charlotte said she noticed a lady that was sketching on the grass who looked at them after they had like crossed a bridge to like be in front of
Right.
the Petit Trianon.
Which is supposed to be closed.
Right.
Okay.
Um,
There's a lady sitting in the grass sketching.
Right. There's a lady, a very pretty lady, in
Got
a
it.
light summer dress and shady white hair, a shady white hat with very fair hair.
Okay.
Is the description. Charlotte reported that at first she thought it was a tourist, but then noticed her dress was like really old-fashioned and like not what people were wearing at the time.
In a very fashion-forward city.
Thank you for adding to my theory. Thank you. Add that to my theory.
Eleanor did not see any lady.
Okay, so earlier Eleanor saw the cottage, but Charlotte didn't.
Right.
And now Charlotte is seeing the lady and Eleanor isn't.
They're both kind of seeing different
Different
things.
Okay. They're both having very individual experiences.
Yes, they're both having very individual experiences.
Together.
And then they returned to the main palace, joined a different tour group, and then left to go back home to Eleanor's apartment.
Okay.
That's it. That's the incident.
So they time traveled and then somehow came back.
So that's one of the ideas.
Yeah.
So
They missed that road, walked through a time portal, time traveled, saw the devil, and then saw Marie Antoinette sketching her own house and then came back.
Yeah.
Okay.
Excellent. Good job.
Great. We're on the same page.
Hi, you're on the same page as every Victorian at the time.
Yep.
So
I know how they think.
So the ladies did not talk about this
You
trip
wouldn't. You
for
wouldn't.
a week afterwards.
Only a
and
week?
then yeah, only a week. And then
Better than us.
they were like, that was kind of weird.
Hey, that
wasn't
thing that
it?
happened.
And because Charlotte was writing a letter to her sister
How'd you do?
about the trip, and was like, "Hey, Eleanor,
What happened?
What do you remember?
Did you see that lady?"
Sketching in that old-fashioned dress
Right, and so
outside Marie Antoinette's house.
Potentially. Allegedly.
You guys talking about Marie Antoinette?
let me
Is this
get in
seat
here. And so at that point, they started writing down their individual experiences
Okay.
of that trip. And Charlotte asked Eleanor at one point if she thought that the Petit Trianon was haunted. And Eleanor was like, yeah, I do think it's haunted.
Yeah, I do actually. Definitely haunted. That was weird, and we saw the devil.
Yeah.
Smallpox.
We saw two really weird, creepy,
I think
scary
both
guys.
of those men were the devil.
Both of those men were the devil.
The
you
first
think?
one, I think the first one was the devil, and he was too scary, and they ran away. And then the second man was just not scary enough that they followed him, and then
Yeah.
he took them to Marie Antoinette's house,
Yeah.
and it was the devil. I know how to think like a Victorian.
Yeah. You're following exactly what everybody thought at the time.
Good. I know how to think like those motherfuckers.
So 3 months later in Oxford, so back at
back at home.
the school, because at that point, Eleanor was like signed off on as like, yeah,
Yeah.
come be the vice president.
We experienced
or
some weird
vice
shit
principal or
together.
whatever.
Let's go.
Yeah. And so they continued writing their separate accounts
Right.
while also researching the history of that part of the garden.
Okay.
They're doing what we would do. Good.
Yeah. But through their research, they were like, I think we experienced August 10th, 1792, which was 6 weeks before the abolition of the French monarchy. when a different palace in Paris was besieged and the king's Swiss guards were massacred.
Yep.
And so they came to believe that they had appeared in 200 years before, or like 100,
100 years.
110-ish years, 1792,
What year did this happen? Oh, 1901.
1901.
Right.
Um,
My brain was like, again, fucking up with that year for some reason.
yeah. And so they were like, that's what happened. That's the story we're going with. That's what happened.
I agree, ladies. Right
Um,
now, I agree, ladies.
And so after the incident, they did visit the gardens
Again.
multiple times to
Good.
try to retrace their steps,
Yep.
to find some of the like cottages and the bridges and the like garden kiosk and all of these different like things that they passed and walked over and walked past and whatnot.
Right.
And they could never find these landmarks again.
Yep.
And also the grounds were full of people.
Unlike
Like,
the last time where it had been really
where it was
empty.
very empty, and they only encountered a handful of people.
They encountered a lady out a window and and a little thing that only one of them saw. They encountered the devil. They encountered the devil. They encountered Marie Antoinette. And that was it.
So another thing that they thought, they were like, maybe we stumbled across somebody's private party. Maybe they had like rented out that part of the
That's why
garden.
it was closed.
Maybe that's why it was closed and why there were so few people there. But they looked and they contacted Versailles to see if there had been any bookings on that day, and they could not find any bookings for that day.
Okay.
And so
Also 1901. It's not like they have a computer.
right.
Um,
Yeah, so like take everything with a grain of salt.
It's 1901.
It's 1901. Because I have a very strong belief of what happened.
What, you mean you don't think that they time traveled and that the devil was there and that they saw Marie Antoinette?
It definitely.
That's what happened.
But they were so in their research they figured they recognized a man, like the second man that they saw with the like dark curly hair.
Yeah, the devil.
Oh, I'm sorry. No, never mind.
Chris is a liar.
The one that had the smallpox.
The first devil.
The first
version of
devil.
the devil.
Devil the first that they
Devil
were
the first.
afraid of.
Yeah.
As the Comte de Vaudreuil,
Okay.
who was a friend of Marie Antoinette.
Okay, so not the devil.
Not the devil.
Damn.
Count.
But that's who they thought. But like again, all of these people 110 years ago,
Right.
not people
Not
currently.
people they know.
Not people that like were alive that they could have accidentally run into, been like, wow, that's the Duke.
Yeah, that's that guy.
That's that guy. That's that politician we know. No,
It's like, no, that's a dead politician.
that's a dead guy. And so they were convinced that the grounds were haunted, and
Me too.
they published their individual stories in a book called An Adventure.
That's
and
a
they
cute name.
That's really cute.
it's really cute, and
should get a
so
copy.
it was published in 1911 under the pseudonyms Elizabeth Morrison and Frances Lamont.
okay.
We should get a copy of it for the house
That would be fun.
or for the bookshelf.
It'll be hard to find anything with the original 1911 text
Oh,
because as this book
of course.
continually came out, more and more changed in the stories.
No, girls,
Yep.
ladies.
But this book caused a sensation, and somebody, I have a quote that came from like a modern day like analysis of this book and its effect on history,
Okay.
was that an adventure was described as transmitting an infection that caused normal people to pore over minutia for years and years so as to take impassioned sides in what would otherwise be a very low stakes argument.
Oh, you mean like me being over here? Like they met the devil and they traveled in time.
Exactly.
I will say it's very funny to me that my first thought was they met the devil and traveled in time, and not this place that is definitely haunted is haunted. It's not they were seeing ghosts. It's no, they traveled in time.
I'll tell you what. Not a single person was like, though they just saw ghosts.
Yeah.
Nobody said
I
that.
think I would say that, except for they said the weird thing about it feeling really odd. Like it felt like something changed in the atmosphere around them because they traveled in time and met the devil.
Yep. But both women claimed paranormal experiences both before and after the publication of An Adventure.
So other than this, they claimed
Other
they
than
had
this.
paranormal experiences?
Correct.
Okay.
So, which one is Moberly? Fuck.
Charlotte Ann.
Charlotte Ann. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Charlotte, in 1914, was at the Louvre.
The Louvre.
In Paris again. And claimed to have seen the ghost of the Roman Emperor Constantine, a man of unusual height wearing a gold crown and toga.
Queen.
Nobody else saw him.
Of course not.
Good.
He had a message for her and her alone.
Yep. He was
And
just
it was, hey.
Yeah, his message was, I'm wandering the Louvre.
He was like, I want to look at stuff in the Louvre. It's
Yeah.
an art museum. There's pretty things here.
It's an art museum.
Maybe there's a little, I don't know, bust of me.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Who knows? So during the First World War, Eleanor was the dominant personality in the
Got it,
the
okay.
pair.
She's the younger one.
She's the younger one. And she became like absolutely like hysterically convinced that there was a German spy hiding in the college.
Jesus Christ.
At Oxford?
No, at the one they
St.
worked
Hugh's.
at St. Hughes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the one that they're principals of.
Yeah. Great.
Again, Eleanor, she had a very
There was a German spy in the college.
There was a German spy in the college. She had a certain kind of paranoia about her. This was not an uncommon development of a paranoia. To the
Tracks.
point in 1924,
Yep.
in the middle of an academic scandal over her leadership of the college,
Uh-oh.
Whoop.
like her conduct with like faculty, staff, and students had provoked mass resignations.
Oh.
Ooh.
And she had a heart attack from the amount of stress she was putting herself under.
Eleanor, I think you should retire.
She died. She died in 1937 when she convinced herself that the staff was going to stage a coup.
I'm so sorry. I'm not laughing because it's funny. Oh my god! I'm
I
laughing.
said you should retire, and you went, she died.
Oh my gosh.
What did she die of? Another heart
A
attack?
heart attack.
I thought you said she had a heart attack in the 20s. Did she
She
have
did.
another one?
Yeah.
Poor Eleanor.
Oh my
She
God.
fucking
Boofed it.
yeah.
She boofed it.
But so she
One lesbian down, one to go.
I unfortunately did not write down.
She was in her 70s.
Yeah, 'cause she was born in
Jourdain.
She was born in 63.
63. Yeah.
So she was in her I just did the counting. So she was in her 70s when she died. So it's not like she was a young woman having a heart attack, but
Right.
still.
And so at that point,
A paranoid old woman had a heart attack.
Charlotte had already passed.
Yeah, I was
She
gonna
would
say
have been
Charlotte.
90 something at the
Yeah.
point. So
So both original women, are now dead.
yes. So 1937, they're both dead.
R.I.P.
Their identities were not revealed
Oh, right, because they wrote the book under a pseudonyms.
until 1931. So 6 years before she died.
Okay.
The last of them died.
Yeah, 6 years before Eleanor died.
So the original account in the book. So we're moving on to what I have titled the embellishments section.
Oh,
Great.
Beautiful.
The original accounts had very little to do or anything to indicate a supernatural experience.
Okay.
The more widely available texts, like the later than 1911 texts have been embellished and written well after the described events. So like
Okay.
years afterwards, and after they had begun investigating. So
Okay.
very much like if you see something and you write it down and then you go do research and then you write it down again, now with more information,
Yeah, you're gonna change.
you're going to change the story because now you're like, oh, well, it was this.
Yeah.
Because I found this information and I think it was this.
Yeah.
And so the story changed multiple times. So in the second edition, Charlotte did not mention the sketching woman to Eleanor until 3 months after the visit to Versailles. And Eleanor did not remember at all that conversation.
Okay.
And Charlotte did not remember most of what Eleanor had described.
Right.
Quote, it was only after much discussion, note sharing, and historical research that Moberly and Jourdain came up with the time period as 1798 and assigned identities to a few of the characters that they saw, including Marie Antoinette herself as the lady sketching on the lawn.
I told you. What did I guess immediately?
Yeah, Marie Antoinette.
They met the devil and Marie
Marie
Antoinette.
Antoinette. That's all you need in life.
The devil and Marie Antoinette. That's the name of a band.
Yeah, that'd be an excellent band.
Yeah, that would be. It's like a gothic folk kind of
Yeah.
like the kind of intro that our intro
Yeah.
kind of music.
Mm-hmm.
The devil and Marie Antoinette.
So now we're gonna move on to critiques.
Their first
good.
album would be called Conversations.
Ooh, I like that. So most people did not take this book seriously. They were like,
Well, how dare they?
first of all, how dare they? But they were like, this is just not.
This is silly.
This is silly. That can't happen. And
didn't
the amount
happen.
of inconsistencies in the stories, everybody was like,
I mean, fine.
whatever. And it's been pointed out that very few, if any, of their informants are ever named in their research that followed.
Oh, okay.
And most of their literary and historical references were unreliable sources.
I love this so much. This is
In-
my favorite thing.
In 1903, there was an old map.
2 years post.
2 years post, but still before they've
Before book.
published.
Yeah.
There was an old map of the Trianon Gardens
Yep.
that was found and showed the exact bridge that the women had claimed to cross that was not on any other map. But it was on this 1903 map.
I mean, they dumb traveled. They met the devil.
They
and Marie
met the devil.
and Marie Antoinette.
So a woman called Eleanor Mildred Sidgwick,
Different Eleanor.
a different Eleanor, was a member of the Society for Cyclical Research.
Mm-hmm. Is
Her
it cyclical or psychical?
cyclical?
Does it start with a...
PSY.
Psychical.
Psychical.
Yep.
Society for Psychical Research.
Yes.
Yes, our favorite.
Yeah.
She claimed that the women misinterpreted normal events that they experienced, that didn't experience anything weird. They just
How do you know?
had a fit, I guess.
How do you know, Eleanor? Were you there?
Were you there?
Did you see the devil? and
Different
Marie Antoinette?
Eleanor.
Different Eleanor.
Leonard Zusne, a psychologist, suggested that it was a hallucinatory experience embellished over time as they found out more and more about the history of the palace.
Look, you can believe that they didn't time travel and meet the devil and Marie Antoinette, but you're believing falsehoods.
So the next of these critics was Lucille Iremonger.
Ooh.
Excellent name.
It's a very good name.
She mongers ire.
She does. specifically to
She gathers
Moberly and
Specifically
Jourdain.
right now.
She's gathering anger towards Moberly and Jourdain.
So her critiques were very interesting specifically
Okay.
because she had more information than anybody else did. Because she was a former student of both of them. She wrote a book in 1950, or she published a book in 1957 called The Ghosts of Versailles.
Okay.
Moberly and Jourdain had been dead for 20 years at this point.
right.
But people were still arguing about this book and adventure.
Which is so funny to
Like
me.
40 years after it had been published.
That's a good legacy to leave.
Yeah. And there was even a symposium in London in 1958 that like this argument was the core of the symposium.
That's crazy.
All right, we're all getting together to argue about this book.
Yeah,
Come
we're
on.
getting together, fucking arguing. But
Like,
in
there's not more important things to do in the fucking 50s.
no, definitely not.
What else are they gonna do?
Ironmonger had two big
Bitches.
bitches.
Complaints.
Yeah. Two big things that she had.
Two big
inside-
ires to monger.
Yeah.
She had beefs.
Her specific knowledge that she gained from knowing them personally.
Yep.
So she is the one that publicized their other paranormal experiences.
Oh, their other experiences.
That's not where I thought we were going. I thought we were to the lesbianism.
Almost.
Okay.
okay.
Buckle in. So Charlotte had described to her seeing many, many apparitions.
Okay.
She had visions of medieval monks.
I wish.
The story about Constantine came from Ironmonger.
Okay.
Charlotte even saw the spirit of her dead father as a dazzling white bird.
That's fun.
Eleanor also had visions, but they were paranoid. They were like, again,
German spy in the college.
German spy in the college, and gave herself a heart attack thinking that the staff were going to stage a mutiny.
Yep.
Killed herself on accident.
Yep.
By stress.
Yep.
So she's the one that
And
broke.
that's why everyone should go to therapy.
But so Ironmonger is the one that broke that information to the public.
Gotcha.
Um,
Breaking news.
Yeah. And so secondarily, Ironmonger stated in her book that Moberly and Jourdain's relationship was exactly like that of a husband and wife.
There it is.
She detailed who was dominant in what respect,
Oh.
did lots of speculations on their personal affinities, and definitely brought up the fact that they were lesbians to like lessen the validity of their words.
Yeah.
To be like,
Boo.
They were gay and
they
I
were
wrote this book
gay,
in the 50s.
and so they were lying to everybody about
Because they were
everything.
gay.
Um,
Apparently gay people can't see ghosts.
right, definitely.
Yeah.
Well, buddy.
I guess you can't see a ghost anymore, bud.
Damn,
Dumb.
that sucks. So a more contemporary to us critic, Terry Castle, claims that the events were just, quote, a lesbian folie à deux.
Folly I do.
So the this is directly from Webster's dictionary. The presence of the same or similar delusional ideas in two persons closely associated with another.
Yeah, folie à deux is like it's usually like a shared hallucination with two people.
Yeah,
It means the fooling of two
yeah,
in
in
Français.
French. And so
En français.
that's what Terry Castle thinks.
Well, Terry Castle is wrong. They how many times do I have to say this? They time traveled. They met the devil and Marie Antoinette.
Mm-hmm.
Clearly, Sarah knows. Why is nobody listening?
Why is no one in the past listening to me right now?
So I found another critique from 2023.
Jesus Christ.
2 years ago.
2 years ago.
Is that critique that they time traveled? They met the devil and Marie Antoinette.
Not quite.
Damn.
I did really enjoy this author's take on everything. Her name is Sasha Archibald.
Hi, Sasha.
And so her points were this was two women of very uncommon intelligence.
Yeah, they were educated.
They were very well educated for the time.
And they were educators.
Yeah. And they did not have the voice and visibility at the time that maybe they would have now. And so regardless of what actually happened, it might not have been about actually asserting that they definitely saw these things,
Right.
and rather, you have to listen to me.
I mean, fine, but they did time travel and meet the devil and Marie Antoinette.
Right. But Sasha was definitely like, it doesn't matter if it's true or false.
Right.
That's not what matters here.
Yeah.
It was an quote, it was an argument about ghosts, but it might not have been about ghosts at all.
Yeah.
So,
It was about a story needing to be told
yeah.
and needing to be heard.
Yeah. So we have I've narrowed it down to two big camps of
People.
possible debunks.
Yeah. Is this where we're going to start screaming? More than I already have?
The second one
Great.
is where you're gonna get
Hot to
we're
trot.
we're gonna take a sharp left turn out of nowhere.
Great. Okay. Is that where your notes say they time traveled, met the devil and Marie Antoinette? Sorry, I'm just going to keep saying it.
Nope, that's not what's in that section of notes.
I assumed it's not that.
So,
Since nobody seems to believe Sarah.
Look!
so the first one is time slips.
They time traveled, met the devil and Marie Antoinette. Got it.
Right. And so any time you see time slip in any sort of paranormal, weird thing, Moberly Jourdain incident is there. It is the most talked about time slip
Story.
incident.
Yeah.
And so there are key characteristics of time slips that they're unintentional in nature. They have intense sensory details. They're of short duration. They have no clear cause and have cultural and historical accuracy.
Okay.
And this incident does check all of those boxes.
Yeah, they experienced some weird shit.
Yeah, on accident. They didn't set out to find weird shit.
No.
They had weird, intense, odd feelings. It took 30 minutes. There was not a very obvious transition between point A and point B.
Yeah.
And things were generally historically accurate.
Yeah.
There was nothing.
Aqua.
There was nothing that was described that it was that's inaccurate.
Right.
It's just well, we can't prove that.
Yeah.
But
And the bridge
yeah,
that wasn't.
wasn't on any other maps other than a 1903 map.
Yeah.
But when people talk about time slips, this is the most prolific story. There are other stories, like a guy named Frank who was walking in Liverpool in the mid-1990s and suddenly found himself in the 1950s with vintage cars lining the streets, shops displaying goods that aren't sold anymore,
Crazy.
sights, sounds, and smells of the time, and then returned to the 90s. Bonkers. But the most popular place that we see this kind of narrative is in fiction.
Yeah.
So 3 big books: The Time Traveler's Wife by Audrey Niffenegger.
It's movied. I've seen the movie for
Yep.
The Time Traveler's Wife.
There is a movie.
It's good.
Yeah. A nurse in the 1940s mysteriously transported to 18th century Scotland. Scotland.
Outlander.
House on the Strand by Daphne du Maurier. A man uses a drug to experience time slips into medieval England.
Oh.
Yeah. And Leaf Runner by John C. Strobel. Well, it says it's technically a time travel novel. It addresses the like emotional oddness that are found in time slip
slips.
narratives. So
Gotcha.
here's my part 2 of.
Ready to holler?
I'm ready.
We're gonna completely start a new topic,
Oh.
Oh.
and it's not paranormal at all.
Oh.
Philip Julian, in his 1965 biography of the French aristocrat, poet Robert de Montesquieu, claims kind of an idea that he thinks could be the solve to the Moberly Jourdain incident.
Okay.
And I would have to agree. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about Robert de Montesquieu.
Okay.
And then at the end of this, you might put 2 and 2 together. And if not, I'll tell you.
I'm not putting anything together.
Excellent.
They time traveled. They met the devil and Marie Antoinette.
We'll
So
see what I can put together.
Robert, a friend of Robert,
Okay.
wrote down some descriptors of him. He was always colorful and well-tailored, having suits in mouse gray, which was the most conservative color he was ever seen in. A sky blue. He had a famous almond green suit with a white velvet waistcoat.
Almond green.
Almond green.
Almonds are brown.
Have you seen a almond not brown?
No.
They're green.
Oh. Now I know.
So he had his inclination to fashion was incredible. Sir William Rothenstein once met him at an All von Weber concert, wearing a mauve suit with a shirt to match and a bunch of pale violets at his throat in place of a necktie, because, he explained, one should always listen to von Weber in mauve. He had a large collection of scarf pins that he would wear whenever he was wearing a scarf, and they were the epitome of what a jeweler could do at the time. They were gorgeous pieces of...
When was this man alive?
In the late 1800s,
Okay.
early 1900s.
Okay, great.
He
So,
was-
like, same era. He was contemporary
He
with
was-
the women.
He was contemporary with the women.
Okay.
One of his scarf pins was an emerald butterfly. He also had an onyx death head's moth.
Cool.
So, like, this man would fit in currently with all of the goths and alts.
Yeah.
I was not aware that people were also into death head's moth back then.
Yeah.
I was like, fuck yeah, dude.
Nothing is new.
Nothing
Nothing
is
is
new.
new.
We've
No
never
one's
done
original.
anything original ever.
There's never been original thought.
He would always wear a large, seal ring on his pointer finger. So like a
Signet ring.
Yeah, like a signet ring, but goes on the pointer finger instead.
Yeah.
And
You said seal, and my brain immediately went to the animal, and I went, no, wrong.
Wrong. But so the crystal had been hollowed out, and so there was a cavity inside of this crystal that contained one human tear.
Christopher, I didn't know you were reincarnated.
He never revealed whose tear it was, though.
It was his.
He selected his costume to whatever mood he was in, and his moods, quote, varied as the iridescent silk which lined some of his jackets, end quote.
This man is insufferable.
It gets worse.
Insufferable, man. This is y'all remember that guy at A&M who was like student who wore a suit every day?
No.
Yes.
Fucking insufferable, because it's like you're at A&M Galveston and you're wearing a suit.
A suit?
And it's
every day.
105 outside.
Insufferable. This man is insufferable.
Yeah.
I don't want to suffer this man. Tell me more.
Allegedly, his conversations were hardly conversations, but monologues.
Yeah.
And he would use the most absurd quotations from literature because he was very well read. He was a poet.
Insufferable.
According to Leon Daudet, the Count would burst into the shrill laughter of a hysterical woman. Then suddenly, as though seized with remorse, he'd clap his hand over his mouth and rear bark until an inexplicable glee was controlled, as though he was coming out of laughing gas. So the man loved to laugh.
I hate this man.
There is a note that the reason he probably would cover his mouth whenever he was laughing is he had bad teeth. He had black teeth that were tiny.
Nubbins.
Yep, tiny little nubbins. Even though otherwise he was
Beautiful.
just about the most handsome, beautiful person to exist.
I hate this man.
Marcel Proust was another poet at the time.
Two poets.
And he...
Two poets, both alike in dignity in Verona. In fair Verona, where our story begins.
Mm-hmm. So Marcel and Robert rented a villa in Versailles together.
Gay panic.
Proust did write in a letter at the time that they were renting the villa together while Robert was away. Marcel wrote, "When will you return to that Versailles of which you are the pensive Marie Antoinette and the conscious Louis the 16th? XVI. 16th.
16.
I salute your grace and majesty."
Flaming, flamboyant fruit bats.
Can I predict the theory here?
Yep.
Was it just a gay party at Versailles?
Yep.
Great.
Or they
and
just
and they had to explain why they were there. The girls had to explain why they were there in a letter, so they were like, "We saw ghosts."
I don't know. I don't think it was that.
Okay.
I think so.
they were
These
there
men
to-
were dandies. They weren't just gay men of the time. They were dandies, which there is a clear and distinct difference. Dandies typically had a very disdainful view of women, very contemptuous
Okay.
to women.
Got it.
Um,
So it wasn't a gay party that these women were invited to.
right.
Okay. Sorry. Carry on. Please continue talking to me about these horrible men.
And so at the time of their excursion to Versailles, they lived nearby and often had parties in the grounds of Versailles where Robert and his friends would all dress in period costume and perform tableaux vivants,
Oh, a picture.
living pictures, as part of party entertainment. And so they would dress up as historical figures.
One of them was Marie Antoinette.
somebody.
It is thought that Robert himself may have been Marie Antoinette
I was like,
on the
what?
day of the incident.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
There's not confirmation that this is what happened.
Right.
Because it was 1901. They did not keep good records.
Right.
Um,
Remember, they didn't have record that the site had been rented for any reason. When
Right.
The women went and asked.
yep.
So that means one of the other men, the other man, could easily have been the count that they saw.
Yep.
That led them back to where they needed to be like, get the fuck away from our
No,
party.
he led them
To the
to
party.
Marie
The party.
Antoinette.
I wonder if they okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The guy led them to the house they were looking for,
Yeah.
which is where Marie Antoinette was.
Yeah. And so they may have just like crashed a like very gay fancy party on accident. And they got so confused and probably a little bit upset because they were compared to these gays, those lesbians, country folk.
Right.
They were not at all of the world of dandies and lavish nonsense.
You're not nearly flamboyant enough for us to hang out with us.
Right. And so
Jesus Christ.
So the Marie Antoinette that they saw could have been a lady that the dandies had hired to be Marie Antoinette, or it was one of them cross-dressing as Marie Antoinette, which is not out of the question.
What's one of them in drag?
Dandies, and the culture of dandies was very asexual.
I wonder what they used as their chicken cutlet fake boobs for drag.
Who knows? Pillows,
Perhaps.
I mean, in the era of clothing, they wouldn't really have needed anything because they would have been wearing stays.
Yeah.
So it would
Yeah.
have created the silhouette even without having anything in it.
Yeah.
So,
Um.
because, yeah, they would have been in stays, not yet corset or bodies, but they wouldn't have had a corset yet. So it wouldn't have needed anything to fill it because those actually like flattened. So
Mhm.
it just made you have a skinty waist.
Skinty waist. And so that's our other
No.
potential explanation.
They time traveled. They met.
Was it time traveling or dandies? What do you think?
Time traveling or dandies? You decide. Choose your character. Was it the devil
Or was it the
or a
dandy?
gay man named Robert? It was. Look,
I'm ready.
they time traveled.
I don't know how many
They
times
met
she
the
has
devil.
to-
Devil and Marie Antoinette. No,
Excellent.
I mean realistically, they probably saw a bunch of gay men in silly costumes
Doing gay man things.
doing this thing, especially since like the way that they described it was like, oh, it was like a weird tableau. The only thing that I'm like, is that the one of them described the trees as like having a weird
Right.
aura kind of over them.
Yeah.
That's the one like genuine, you know me.
Yeah.
I love to buy into a thing.
Mm-hmm.
I love to buy into a thing.
Yeah.
Right. So when you were like, oh, they like time traveled, they saw Marie Antoinette, right? You're like, they saw a lady sketching, and I was like, Marie Antoinette, of course, they're at her chateau. Of
Yeah.
course they saw her. I immediately was like, yeah, time travel ghost. Or time travel or ghost.
Yeah.
And the devil because I said so.
Mm-hmm.
But I would love to believe that it's not that. Like, I'll take a reasonable explanation if there is one. Jesus Christ, I just hiccuped and burped.
Ugh.
I'm gonna take a deep breath.
You worked yourself all up.
Yeah, I got all worked up about time travel, the devil, and Marie Antoinette. If I say it enough, it has to be the episode title. I'm going to put... We've only had one episode that had counters, and that episode had 2 counters, and that episode was the Jersey Devil. This episode, I'm going to put how many times I say the words time travel, the devil, and Marie Antoinette. Just on the bottom of the screen. You see it now, listeners. Again, this is a reasonable explanation, right? What you provided is reasonable. My one hang-up is like, how did they make the trees look weird?
No, I agree. They're like that. That's a weird description.
And the bridge detail is odd.
Mm-hmm.
Because was it a map that was from 1903 or was it an old map that was found in 1903?
It was a map from 1903. So
oh, okay.
2
I
years
thought you said that it
afterwards.
was a map that was found in 1903 when they were doing research.
So it was the 1903 map was found while everybody was arguing about the book.
Okay.
But it was a map from 1903.
Okay, and it had this bridge on it.
Yeah, that no other map had.
But like the area being closed makes sense if they're having this gay party,
Right.
this dandy party.
Yeah, dandy party.
I'm just hung up on them trees. I'm hung up on them trees.
Yeah, which
I'm
I
hung
think
up-
is a fair thing
A
to be hung
third-
up on.
A third option.
A secret third option
Okay.
is it both?
Porque no los dos.
Porque no los dos. The reason, okay, yeah, the reason that it was close, we're here, okay. I'm building on your theory. The theory getting bigger. Garden, they get to the garden. They're like, okay, we're gonna
They're
go
having
look.
the party.
They're having
the dandy
the party.
party's
The party is
happening.
happening. The dandy party is happening. Robert and his friend, who I don't remember his name,
Marcel.
Marcel, his lover.
They're having their party. The ladies, Charlotte, Anne, and Eleanor get to the gate where the garden is that they want to go to see Marie Antoinette's house.
Closed.
Allegedly closed. They're like, dang it, we're gonna sneak in. So they go around. Time slip. The trees are weird. The party happening concurrently.
They see
In
Marie
our time, they see the
Marie
devil and Marie Antoinette.
Antoinette.
They get back. Party's still happening. And they were having a Marie Antoinette party.
Yeah.
And that's why they were able to time slip into the Marie Antoinette era. Was the recreation was going on
Because they were
of Marie
thinking about
Antoinette
it.
because the location was thinking about it.
Yeah.
The location was thinking about Marie Antoinette, and it was like, man,
I miss her.
those were better times. And
6
they were
weeks
like,
before the fall of France.
yeah, those were better times. Let's send these women back to look at it. And they
Yeah.
go back and they're like, why do the trees look like that? Why is that lady shaking out a cloth in slow motion? Who's this smallpox-ridden man?
What's happening?
Who's this other man? Who's Marie Antoinette?
Marie Antoinette?
A bridge? That's my theory. Both.
Excellent.
Both. It's both and. Yes, I'm yes-anding.
Yes
and.
and.
The yes and is it's both. And also the devil is there.
I love that.
I'm shocked that the Victorians weren't like, that man was the devil.
Yeah.
How did that not come up once?
I
That's all
don't
they do.
know
That's
how-
all they did was threaten everybody that they were the devil.
Everything was the devil.
Everything was the devil,
A
but
man
not.
with dark hair.
Yeah.
A man in dark clothes and a dark hat who was scary.
Mhm.
How did they not think devil once?
Devil. Nope.
How did
Hey-
we? How are our choices? Time slip Marie Antoinette or Dandy Party, and the devil is not involved in either story. He's not involved in the time travel one or the gay one, which
Yep.
is like Victorians. You don't like those. Why is the devil not involved?
Hey, Brian. Can you ask Elena if this was the chaos she
Is
intended
this what
to
you
cause?
wanted?
Is this
Just
what you
play her
wanted?
Hey, Elena,
this
is this
part.
what you wanted?
Did you
Just
are you
play her
happy?
this part. It was time travel and also a dandy party. And Marie Antoinette was both there and not there. It's Schrodinger's Marie Antoinette.
Ooh.
And one of them
Um,
is her as a ghost.
One of them is her as a ghost.
And then one
well,
of
no,
them-
it's not even her as a ghost. Wait,
or-
no, there's 3 versions.
it's
She's also there as a ghost.
Yeah.
she's either there as a ghost. It is Robert cross-dressing as Marie Antoinette,
Or they went back in time.
or they've time slipped back to 6 weeks before the fall of France.
Por qué no los tres?
I will.
You can reel us back into reality. if
I'm
you'd
good.
like.
No, I'm
Don't.
gonna. I'm gonna say one thing and then we can wrap up.
Okay, great.
Great.
So there was one screenshot that I took while I was doing research that I sent to Elena because I was like, "This is so funny."
Chris said, I just sent Elena the funniest thing, or I have to send Elena a thing. And I was like, I want to know. And you were like, you can't know until later.
Okay.
And I was like, I want to know what it meant.
So
Did it mention the devil?
I Googled gay dandies in Paris 1901.
Good Google.
Google.
Easy. Just see what came up. See what could be gleaned.
Yeah.
And you know how Google is doing their AI.
The stupid AI overview.
Overview
Yeah.
at the
which I
top.
scroll past because
But
fuck AI.
sometimes it's funny.
I received something that I had never seen before.
Did you receive a treasure?
It says an AI overview is not available for this search. So I was looking at something that the AI had not enough information about,
That's funny.
and I was like, "Excellent!"
that's really funny.
And so I took a picture of it and sent it to Elena, and then she started Googling about
dandies in the 1900s?
dandies in the 1900s.
French dandies in the 1900s.
Yeah,
Elena is such a, and which is really funny because she's an AP European history teacher.
yeah,
Like that's a special kind of funny.
yeah.
God,
It was
I-
excellent, and I thought it was very funny.
Thank you for this topic, Christopher. I learned so much.
Absolutely.
And also, I hope we provided all of what you were expecting us to provide
Yeah.
from this information. I think this is very the 1900s version of all of our 2010s internet wars.
Are those two arguments? Is that the argument?
No, the big argument was they're making shit up and they
nothing
time traveled.
happened or they time traveled.
Yeah.
Got it.
Those are the two big like period argument
Well, it's not
camps.
or it's not they're making shit up.
Right.
Something
That's
happened.
not the case.
That's not the case. And I definitely agree with that. Like they're not making shit up willy-nilly. Like they definitely saw something,
Something weird happened.
but I do think that they just came across a dandy party.
A dandy tea party at Versailles.
Mhm.
And they went, "What is happening?"
Because I feel like it's the equivalent of whenever we have an SCA event out in the middle of nowhere and normal ass people show up at the event, like that are locals, and they go, "Huh?
Yeah.
What's happening? Your name is what? Bjorn? Sven?
Olsted?
Olsted?" But yeah, I think that's all we need to know about the Moberly Jourdain incident. Do y'all have any wrap-up thoughts that we haven't covered?
You said that we haven't covered.
Yep.
Okay.
Anything new?
Nope.
Okay.
I will just reiterate that it was the time travel, the devil, and Marie Antoinette.
Weirdos, we hope you have a happy new year.
Happy New Year.
Or at least just a good day.
Have a good day. I
Yep.
hope this brought brightness to the beginning of your 2026.
This is a great way to start the year.
I hope this starts your year off on the right
Time
foot.
travel, the devil, and Marie Antoinette is the way to start every year.
Absolutely.
All right, weirdos. We'll see. Jesus Christ.
We'll see you next week.
next week.
Bye.
Bye.
Thanks for listening.
This podcast is for weirdos.
Are you a weirdo?
Thursdays are for the phenomena.